What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another brand new installment of Renegades Reviews, exclusively here as always on the Casa D18 Studios channel. I, of course, am your host, the Renegade J.J. Williams, and today we keep the Blade Trilogy going with 2002's Blade 2, starring Wesley Snipes, Chris Christopherson, Ron Perlman, Norman Reedus, Donnie Yen, and Lenore Valera. What's going on, everybody? Thank you for joining me here once again for another brand new installment of Renegades Reviews. And as I said at the top of the show, today we're going to continue with the Blade Trilogy, talk about Blade 2. And our film opens in the Czech Republic, city of Prague, as Blade is searching for his friend and mentor, Abraham Whistler, who is presumed dead after being attacked by Deacon Frost. Instead, Whistler was turned into a vampire and held as a prisoner for 2 years. Blade battles through and rescues Whistler, and once Blade gets Whistler back to the lair, Blade is able to cure him and then introduces him to Scud, a technician who's kind of been working with Blade in Whistler's absence. Now, there's a pandemic going around, which is turning vampires into reapers, which are primal, mutant creatures with a ravenous thirst for blood, and they wield a highly infectious bite that transforms both humans and vampires alike into this reaper species. So in order to combat the reapers, vampire overlord Eli Damaskinos sends his daughter Nessa and one of his minions, Assad, to find and strike a truce with Blade. Now, Blade is hesitant, but eventually, reluctantly, agrees to the truce with the vampires. Blade teams up with an elite group of vampires that were originally assembled to kill him, known as the Blood Pack. And the Blood Pack consists of Assad and Nissa, along with Reinhardt, Chupa, Snowman, Verlaine, and her lover Lighthammer, as well as Priest. Now, Reinhardt despises Blade with a passion and challenges him to a fight, but Blade is able to subdue him and implants an explosive on his head in order to keep him in line. Blade and the Blood Pack investigate a vampire nightclub where they encounter the Reapers. However, they soon discover that they are immune to most vampire weaknesses. Jared Nomak, the Reaper leader, shows up and takes Nessa hostage. Nomak attempts to recruit Blade to his cause, trying to use their mutual hatred of vampires as a basis for their partnership. Now, Priest gets bitten and Mercy killed, while Lighthammer gets bitten but conceals the bite. Whistler manages to disappear, and Scud is attacked by several Reapers, which he drives off with UV lights. Blade fights Nomak, who is immune to Blade's weapons, and Nomak retreats as the sun rises, and Whistler returns with the information that he has located a Reaper nest in the sewer. Nissa dissects a dead Reaper and discovers that their hearts are encased in a durable bone. They realize that UV light is their only weakness. So Scud and Whistler work together to make UV weaponry for the team, as well as a bomb that will emit UV rays strong enough to take out the entire Reaper nest. Blade and the Blood Pack enter the Reaper nest, and the team spreads out. Lighthammer ends up transforming into a Reaper and takes out Snowman. Verlaine sacrifices herself in order to kill her lover, Lighthammer, by exposing both of them to sunlight. Chupa and Reinhardt attack Whistler, who sprays Chupa with a Reaper pheromone. Now, the pheromone attracts a horde of Reapers to flood the scene, and they kill Chupa, allowing Whistler to escape. Assad and Nissa get ambushed, and Assad ends up getting killed in the process. Blade saves Nissa and uses the UV bomb, which kills off all the Reapers except for Nomak, Nissa, and Reinhardt. They manage to evade the blast radius, but Nissa is badly injured until Blade allows her to drink his blood in order to survive. Eli Damaskinos' forces then betray Blade and capture him, Whistler, and Scud. And it is revealed that the Reapers exist as a result of Damaskinos' efforts to engineer a stronger breed of vampires. Nomak, the very first Reaper, is Damaskinos' own son. Sadly, Damaskinos considers Nomak a failure due to his weakness to sunlight. Then out of nowhere, Scud reveals himself to be one of Damaskinos' familiars. However, Blade has already kind of suspected this, so he kills Scud with the explosive that he had planted on Reinhardt earlier. Now, Damaskinos has plans to harvest Blade's blood in order to develop an immunity to sunlight, as well as create a brand new and entirely invincible breed of vampires. Whistler is able to escape and get away from Reinhardt and frees Blade, who has been nearly drained of his blood. Blade falls into Damaskinos' blood pool, which restores his strength, and Blade is able to fight his way through Damaskinos' henchmen and finally kills Reinhardt. Nomak enters Damaskinos' stronghold in order to seek revenge on his father, and Nissa betrays Damaskinos by sealing off their escape route to the heliport, and Nomak is able to extract his revenge on his own father after Damaskinos fails to negotiate with his son. Blade and Nomak then engage in battle, and Blade is able to stab Nomak in his only weak spot. With his revenge complete, Nomak kills himself with Blade's sword, wanting to end his suffering. And our film comes to its end with Blade helping to fulfill Nissa's wish of dying as a vampire. So Blade takes her outside and embraces her body as it disintegrates due to the sunrise. Blade 2 is another really good Marvel movie, especially considering it's from the earlier stages of Marvel before Marvel really got rolling. I want to say that X-Men and Spider-Man had already come out by the time Blade 2 dropped, but it was still very much the early stages of Marvel films. And this was a really good entry. I don't enjoy it as much as I do the original Blade. I just feel like there's something missing, and I can't really place my finger on it, but there's just something that doesn't reel me in as much as the original did and as much as Blade Trinity does. And I'm not really sure what it is. I think part of my problem is Scud. I'm really not a huge Norman Reedus fan. As a matter of fact, the only movie I can think of with him that I really thoroughly enjoy is The Boondock Saints. But otherwise, I'm really not that big on him. I feel like Scud was kind of telegraphed like from a mile away. Yet somehow, some way, you still don't see it coming. At least not the first couple times I saw it. Now, going back and watching it, it's so obvious. But sitting in the theaters when the twist occurred that Scud was with them, I don't know, like it there's just something about this one that doesn't really draw me in like the first one did. And like I said, I can't exactly put my finger on it. What do you guys think? Do you guys enjoy Blade 2? Do you think it holds up to the original? Let me know. If you're watching the premiere, leave your thoughts over here. If you're watching on demand, leave your thoughts down here. But when it comes to my review and my rating of Blade, 3 out of 5 stars. I'm going to give it 3 out of 5 because, like I said, I did enjoy it, just not to the same level that I enjoyed the original Blade. And maybe if Norman Reedus's Scud had been a little bit better done, I'd be able to hold it up to the same caliber as I do the original Blade. But 3 out of 5 stars here today for Blade 2. Make sure you guys get out there on social media. Try to get those hashtags trending. Hashtag Casa D18 Studios. Hashtag Renegades Reviews. Hashtag Renegade Returns. And, of course, the ever-popular hashtag Shenanigans. We interrupt this episode of Renegades Reviews for an important announcement about
merchandising.
Merchandising? What's that?
Merchandising. Come, I'll show you. Merchandising, where the real money's made.
Make sure you go over to teespring.com/stores/Jeff Meacham Network for all the t-shirts you see here from the West Coast professor, Jeff Meacham himself. You can get shirts for the Jeff Meacham Network, Talk Wrestling, as well as the red and gold Meachamania shirts. And while you're there, don't forget to get your shirts of the Casa D18 Studios Brotherhood, the Dads on Wrestling shirt, the Renegade JJ Williams, Statboy Sports Bar, and the hashtag StatBoyApproved shirt. Make sure you go over to teespring.com/stores/Jeff Meacham Network and score your shirts today. Make sure you guys get out there. Do what that commercial just told you. Go to teespring.com/stores/Jeff Meacham Network for all the official merchandise of the Casa D18 Studios Brotherhood. Get your Renegade JJ Williams shirt, Dad's Not Always on Wrestling, Statboy Sports Bar, hashtag StatBoyApproved, hashtag Shenanigans. Get your official merchandise of the Jeff Meacham Network, 3 different designs of the Jeff Meacham Network logo for you to choose from, along with Talk Wrestling, Meachamania, and more. Hey, it's summertime. Barbecues, pool parties, the beach. Go to the Teespring store. Get you a Renegade JJ Williams tank top or a Meachamania tank top. Either way, get out there, show your love and your support for us. While you're out there showing your love and support, do what the ticker tells you. Do you guys like the fact that I bring you guys daily content? Do you guys appreciate the fact that I'm out here in triple-digit heat, weathering the temperatures to bring you brand new daily videos? If you are, go to the link at the bottom of the screen there as it scrolls by. Go to that PayPal link. Send me a couple buck donation. Keep in mind, guys, I'm not monetized right now, so the only way that I can get paid on this venture right now is if you guys out there go to the link over here that just went by, send me a couple bucks. You don't want to send money? That's cool. Go to the Linktree link that scrolls along the bottom of the screen as well. Click on the link for my Amazon movie wish list. Purchase a movie for me off the wish list. I'm constantly updating it. When it comes in the mail and I open it on Renegade Recap Live, I'll give you guys a shout out. And then when I work it into one of my theme months and actually cover it and review it, give you guys another shout out. And I'll show you guys the same amount of love that you guys show me. Tomorrow, right back here on the Casa D18 Studios channel, I'll be back with another brand new installment of Renegades Reviews. when I'll be wrapping up the Blade Trilogy with 2004's Blade Trinity, starring Wesley Snipes, Jessica Biel, Ryan Reynolds, Dominic Purcell, Chris Christopherson, Parker Posey, Paul Triple H Levesque, Natasha Lyonne, and Patton Oswalt. You're not going to want to miss out tomorrow as we wrap up the Blade Trilogy with Blade Trinity right here on the Casa D18 Studios channel. To all my loyal viewers out there tuning in, watching the premiere, leaving your comments over here, thank you very much, guys. I greatly appreciate it. To all my loyal viewers, tune in a little bit later in the day, watching on demand, leaving your thoughts and comments down here. Thank you very much. I greatly appreciate it. I appreciate all the love and support that my loyal fans give me on a daily basis. Thank you very much for tuning in. I appreciate it, and I will see you guys next time.